Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
Frankie Morgan here from FM Boxing Media, brought to you by the High Protein Company and For You Hair Products. Today I'm back with my boy T Philly. How we doing? You all good?
All good, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, all good, all good. So I haven't seen you since Chatham.
Yeah.
Nah, we was just saying we was stood there before doing match predictions. You had 3-1 that game. It somehow ended up 5-1.
Yeah, it's mad. I don't know how they've done that, to be fair, but pre-season, anything can happen, innit?
Yeah. So obviously we was there that day with some of the main men over Chatham. They was bigging you up. They was bigging up the fight that could be there. But now you're on at Brentwood. Bit of a smaller place, but how much are you looking forward to getting back at?
Yeah, a lot. I'm excited, genuinely, for once, I would say. I think obviously, with the injury, it was tough, but
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be back, for sure.
Yeah, because it went through a phase where no one could get hold of you. You was a different Tumi, but I think you was just locking in, keeping yourself to yourself, waiting for that announcement.
Yeah.
The announcement come out, we got Tumi back.
Yeah,
He's
we're
back
back
and
to
ready.
work. That's me, man. I ain't really too much with the social media stuff, but when I got a fight up coming, you got to be, so yeah.
Yeah, and we're at a media day today. Obviously, you've got 5-6 different interviews to be doing.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you ain't a massive fan of interviews too much, but you enjoy them when they get going.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think all them years of customer service and stuff, I know how to put it on when I need to. So when it's asked of me, I get it done.
Yeah, but you're back on top tier this time round.
Yeah.
Like last time, you was at Yorkall fighting on, was it a TM14 show last time?
WBM.
WBM show last time, that's it. And went out, good performance. Tried to take him out in the later rounds, but obviously tough opponent, very tough opponent. Took a lot to try and get someone like that out.
Yeah,
but
Lee Hallett, he's a vet, innit? He told me, I buzzed him and this and that, because he's begging for 8-ounce gloves, because we was like 0.3 heavier, and I was like, I bet you didn't want 8-ounce gloves. He was like, nah. So it's a good experience,
Yeah, because I actually sat with you two in the medical room. And it was one of them, when you walked in, I see him give that little nod of appreciation as if to say, that was a tough fight, that one. But obviously you was in there with a tough opponent. We're not too sure on your opponent for this one coming up yet. But when you've not got an opponent announced and you're only 4 weeks away, what does that do for a boxer in the mind, or do you just focus on you?
It's, to be blunt, it's not anything positive, to be honest with you. If anything, I mean, sometimes, like for the last 4 or 6 weeks, I was to face Angelo, and it might get tough in the session, and I'm thinking about him, what he's doing and how I can't let this guy beat me. So for now, when you haven't got an opponent, you don't really have that person to lock in on and get frustrated and angry about. So it's not anything positive, but we're professionals, You deal with whatever comes.
And you've recently changed gym. Been doing a bit down the boxing booth gym, haven't you? And David Adelaide's down there, obviously fighting this weekend. Another good friend of yours, Moses Atoma's fighting this weekend. What are you thinking for them 2 fights?
David's athletic and his speed, power, he's got a great chance. He's a tall order, of course, with the level that Hrgovic has fought on. But in terms of prediction, I don't really have one. If I'm gonna be honest, I can't call it. I can see literally every scenario
outcome,
happening. Both of them on points or both of them by a stoppage. But for Moses, first of all, respect to Dylan. He's a vet of the game. I'm a fan of him, but forget Moses being a friend of mine. I think he's just too good, too athletic, too fast, and I believe under four rounds, so get the job done.
Yeah, obviously we've seen footage come out of Dylan White this week, and he looks a lot slimmer.
Yeah.
Half looks like a middleweight. I've never seen him look like that.
Yeah,
but
I know. That's a talking point. People, it's funny, the ins and outs of boxing. You realise what people know and don't know. When the heavyweight is that lean, we've seen in history, it's not always the best thing. They don't hold the shots the same. It might make you fitter and you might recover from getting hit better, but in terms of taking the initial shots, it doesn't always bode well. So I don't know what to take of the shape. Could be a good thing, could mean he's more agile and can avoid the shots better, but it could mean he's a bit less sturdy in his feet.
Yeah, could you see any world in this fight where Moses gets tested to a different level, or do you think it is genuinely a walk-through opponent for Moses?
Walk through, no. That's the misconception people get with Moses. These opponents aren't walkthroughs. He just makes them look that way.
Yeah.
They're all tough, and you put all of these guys in with the rest of the British scene, I guarantee most of them go points or they lose to them fellas. You know that. What's the guy that he just boxed? Balogun.
Yeah,
His hand
Balogun,
speed is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You put them in with a lot of other British fighters, they'll have hell with him.
Even the likes of Dempsey McKean, tough opponent
That's
for a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
people. Yeah.
They wouldn't be stopping him in probably even 6 rounds. So yeah, not a walkthrough. He's a hell of a fighter, Dylan White. But Moses just has that ability to make great or good fighters look ordinary.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously, off the topic of Moses now, you're back in 4 weeks, you're looking to make a statement, you're looking to stay on top tier, arguably being one of the best promoters over the last 2 to 3 years, Johnny, especially on a smaller scene.
Yeah.
How good is it to be back on, doing these media days, getting this coverage and being back on the zone?
Yeah, I'm blessed. Thankful to God, first and foremost. Obviously my team do a great job, and you know, Johnny, for having me on the show. Being on here, the zone, like I said on the interview with Ali, I'm just here to seize my opportunity. You know, the injury, being out for 3-4 months, it changes your perspective. A lot happens. You see Georgia O'Connor pass away. You see a guy, a young footballer, had a knee injury, goes into surgery and passes away during surgery. You know, so I'm here to seize my opportunity. When it's given to me, that's what I want to do.